everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you. So my lovelies, we're going to be reading for the lovely star sign of Taurus, and I'm going to be doing the reading out of this book in just a moment. But before we do, I wanted to bring in the book, the movie Book of Answers, and just to see what quote we've got coming out for you as the overall energy to start this reading this week. What have we got for the lovely Taurians? You'll need a friend, and it's from the film The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, and it's the character of Fiedler. So yeah, you'll need a friend. So some of you could need some support this week, or you could be needing to confide in a friend maybe. So however that is resonating with you, just remember that phrase, my lovelies. Obviously if it's not you, then it could be you being a friend, supporting somebody else as well. So let's just get my deck and let's have a look what else is coming out for Taurus. Taurus, and we've got challenge. Okay, that's interesting, especially you'll need a friend. It may be they've got a challenge ahead of them, or you need some help because you are faced with a challenge. So my lovelies, let's get into this week's reads and have a look what is coming out in the book for you. So the first card that we've got coming out for you this week, and we have the lovely card of Fork in the Road. Just going to adjust this because I make sure that you can see what is going on. That's better. So you have this beautiful card of a fork in the road. So there's some decisions to be made this week. Okay, you've come to a crossroads, and this is why you may need advice off somebody. There's some decisions to be made here, but I want to say don't be too hasty. Consult who you need to, or somebody might be consulting you, as I said. But you've come to a crossroads, there's decisions going on around you. Let's have a look what else comes out for you then. And we have the beautiful card of the World coming out next. The World. There is something that you feel weighted down by. I'm looking at this side of the card here, and this is what you've got to sort out this week. There is burdens, the responsibilities that are weighing down heavy on you. If not you, as I said, it could be somebody around you. Balance needs to be looked at. Balance needs to be brought back into the equation. The old scenario of ball and chain comes in as well. There's something that you feel is a ball and chain around you at this moment in time. So your key focus for this week is to try and alleviate this heaviness, this ball and chain energy, and getting balance back into your day-to-day environment, whatever that may be, whether that's work ethics, romantic ethics, okay, family problems, but there's something weighing you down, Taurus, okay, responsibilities maybe for some of you. We then have the card of extremes. When I see this, a lot of red in this card, and it's a warning sign to you, Taurus. It can mean that extremes, in the word as it states, taking something to the extreme. But this could be on a good footing as well, as in somebody might have done you wrong, and you're thinking, you know what, I'm going to take this to the extreme. I'm going to take this where it needs to go in order to get some kind of victory, some resolution, some justice. Extremes can be physical extremes. You could be working and pushing yourself too hard this week without realising it. And it's also about worries and responsibilities that you feel are sort of weighting down on your shoulders. So this needs to be looked at because it's being highlighted in this reading for you. We then have the animal spirit cards coming through, and we have at the bottom here the beautiful otter, and at the top we have the alchemical sign of air, which is the nightingale, and the otter is obviously the alchemical sign of water. Somebody's got a blinkered view at the moment, tunnel visioned here. Can't really see what the outcome of something is going to be. The nightingale is communication. A message is waiting to come in, Taurus. And it's causing you or somebody around you a little bit of emotional upset at the moment, wondering, am I going to sort this out? Am I going to hear the right information? You feel like you're in the dark about something, not seeing something, not seeing the full outcome of something, okay? Because communication is in the mix here, whether you are putting out that communication to try and get answers, or you are waiting on answers to come in for you. Very deep, Taurus. We then have the dragon's jewel, and it's inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. But these dragons are at sort of loggerheads here, tail to tail, entwined in some kind of mid-air battle in this case. The dragon's duel, and this is what I'm saying. There's a challenge. You had the challenge card, remember? You'll need a friend because you need support. There's conflict going on here, where whatever area this may be that you're struggling with at this moment, but you'll still be left with a conscious choice, okay? I feel the 23rd of March is going to be significant for you regarding the communication or the outcome on this, however this is resonating with you. We then have the beautiful card of travel. And I want to say the travel in this instance is saying to you, you can move on. Got a new start here, new beginnings. So whatever it is you are struggling with at the moment, just know that you will get through this and you will move on shortly from this very rocky, emotional period that you are going through. Some of you, it could be to do with health related issues, okay, where you're not getting the answers you need maybe, and you've got to bang the drum, and that's when the Dragon's Jewel card on the previous page comes into it. So, but just know that the outcome is, I want to say, plain sailing. Plain sailing. We're going to a new phase with the new moons at the start of March, so I feel, as I said, March is important, where things will change for the better. And then we have the beautiful card of the Celestial Gatekeeper. Timing is critical, okay? So in order to maybe get a deadline in on something, to maybe put an appeal in on something, as I said, there's communication here, so it's make sure that you keep to the critical timing of this paperwork, this phone call, whatever it is. For, again, we've got birds for communication to be put forward in your defence, okay, or somebody around you who you may be doing the work for. We then have the beautiful card of Tree of Souls, collective wisdom, kinship and group. Collective wisdom, kinship, group and library. Library is about knowledge, so somebody could be coming to you seeking knowledge and help. Again, I'll refer back to the phrase that we had out at the book, you'll need a friend, at the start. And it's a collective wisdom, so there's going to be some input here, either from you to help someone, or someone to help you. But the help will be given, I want to say, silver lining here. I look at that silver tree and it's sort of coming in to say there is a silver lining, there is a way out. There's a tunnel here highlighted in this card, and it's to say there's a way out of this situation. The message from Spirit, we have someone from the past re-emerges in your life. This gives you the opportunity to handle things differently than you did before. Stand firmly in your power, yet stand also in the light of love. The universe is presenting you with a fresh opportunity to clear away any lingering karma linked to this relationship. You know, it doesn't have to be a person as such. It can be a situation that may re-emerge and you find yourself in again. So however, again, this is going to resonate with you. But basically, the universe is presenting you with a fresh opportunity to clear away any lingering karma linked to this relationship or situation. So that is another positive message coming through for you from Spirit. We then have man holding a coin. And this is also a positive card coming in for you, Taurus. In one instance, it's sort of saying, I'm going to fight this. I've got the money set aside. I'm not going to leave any stone unturned kind of energy. It can also mean taking care of financial situations as a rule of thumb this week. Looking at your finances, some of you. But it can also mean helping and assisting somebody financially, you offering them a small sort of amount of cash to get them out of a tricky situation, okay? Obviously that's not going to resonate with all of you, but I do feel the sort of loaning of money to somebody around family members or friends, either you're on the receiving end or you are giving that money out to help somebody around you this week. But there's financial matters going on around you anyway, but in your favour. I feel some of you could be investing as well. Cryptocurrency for some of you, maybe thinking, yeah, this is something that I want to invest in. So you could be looking at stocks and shares maybe for some of you as well. We then have the Nine of Trees and its refinement. This is what your inner psyche is feeling. And this is, refinement is about fine-tuning, tweaking. So your inner soul is saying that, yeah, there's some situations around you that may not be running how you plan at the moment, but with a few tweaks here and there, a few refinements to it, then you can continue, okay, to move forward in this situation. The cycle is coming to an end though. Changes have already been put into place, I feel. We've got a full moon here, and it's like to say, you're nearly at the end of this process. I feel you've gone through from October. A good 4 months have passed here, where all these changes, where you may have been dealing with the situation at hand. But just know your inner soul, your inner spirit is saying, we're nearly at the completion. We've got the Nine of Trees, okay? We've got the promise of spring here, ready to come in. And as I said, I feel March is a real significant month for you, when you can take a breather and a sigh of relief. We then have the beautiful cards that the universe want to bring in this week of the Seven of Earth here at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Earth, and at the top we have Time. This is a process that has had a time limit associated with it. It can also mean pregnancies or news of pregnancies for some of you, because there's a child in here, and it's like to say the time is right for fertility. So if somebody in your family or friends network is trying for a child, then I feel around the March time you'll hear or they will be successful, okay? The Seven of Earth, again, is this situation that you've been dealing with your finances. And there's a victory here. There is a victory here where he's looking for information to come in. But all these pentacles on his shirt is to say, you're standing in the right position. It's been a long time coming, whatever this is, but you will succeed and you will come out on top. Some of you could have applied for a job, or somebody around you has applied for a job for better money coming in, or a second job maybe. But it's like to say, don't give up, because just give it a little bit more time and you will be successful in hearing if you are sort of waiting on this decision. Whatever the decision is that you are waiting on, whatever you've been dealing with over the last couple of months, okay? It could be health issues, as I said, where you've been paying out certain amounts and you could be claiming things back, and it's like to say you will be able to claim a benefit maybe. You could have gone in for disability benefits, and it's like to say you'll get back pay. And I feel like some of you back 6 or 7 months back pay as well. If it's not you directly, I feel this is something around your energy fields, another member of your family who may have been going through this scenario. We finish your reading then, Taurus, with the Fairy of Inner Child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. And just basically it's saying here, you've gone through a very dark, heavy period of late. And it's sort of a reminder, the fairies are coming in to say, you'll be able to celebrate. I also want to say celebrate the birth of a child, okay, or the pregnancy, you know, the news of fertility and what have you, for some of you. But the inner child on the general is just to say, take a load off. You'll be able to breathe, allow some more fun and happier times to come in for you as we go from March onwards. So, my lovely Taurians, I hope you can take something from that reading this week. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, because some messages in there could pop out for you as well. Any likes, comments, subscribe, guys. Just helps me with the analytics, as you know, and it doesn't cost anything. So until next time, you take care of yourself. Bye then.